If you want the Patriots losing streak to end, I want you to like today's video. What I've been told is the reason why the Patriots are 0-2 was because we didn't get enough likes on our videos the last couple of weeks. So don't be that guy. I got a list. I'll come find you. If you don't like this video, then you don't want the Patriots to win. Simple as that. Like today's video, and we'll get started with today's show. Coming up on Patriots Today, should New England trade for Aaron Donald? They've been named as a top trade destination by one source. We'll tell you who that is and more. Also, Lyle Collins. We knew there was some interest potentially. We have an update on the possibility of bringing him to Foxborough that we'll talk about in just a moment. But first, let's begin with Aaron Donald. Sportsnaut has named New England as a top trade destination for the Rams All-Pro defensive lineman. Aaron Donald has been fantastic throughout his career, but now as he's on the back end of his prime and where the Rams are at, could they potentially move him, and does New England make sense for that? More from Sportsnaut on why the Patriots. Los Angeles' upset Week 1 win over the Seattle Seahawks likely doesn't change the dynamics too much. The Rams gutted their roster this past offseason and are not going to be competing for a playoff spot anytime soon. Don't be fooled just because the Rams had a very good second half against the Seattle Seahawks does not mean the Rams are all of a sudden a good football team. They are a bad team. They are closer to the bottom than they are the top. I am not looking at that as just changing the outlook, and all of a sudden the Rams are going to be buyers when it comes to the trade deadline. They're very much so looking to move on from some players and get some draft capital, and Aaron Donald could be just that. More from Sportsnaut. The three-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year is still an imposing figure at the age of 32. He's also seemingly considered retirement a lot over the past few years. Why not latch on a contender and try to hoist another Lombardi before it's over? Now, here's the part where the Patriots come in. The Patriots are in no better position than the Los Angeles Rams are at this point in time. In fact, as much as I crapped on the Rams a moment ago, they got a better record than New England does. They're 1-1. Patriots are 0-2. Adding Aaron Donald right now to a team that doesn't look good, a team that doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Things could change, but at the moment, this Patriots team isn't good right now. Adding Aaron Donald makes absolutely no sense when you talk about the cost involved, when you talk about the trade capital it would take, and then the age and the retirement, all those other factors. Why the hell would New England look at Aaron Donald? We'll dive more into it, the possibility, in just a moment. But first, chime in our pinned comment today. You might get an ad break. If so, while that ad's playing, get your votes in. Tell me what you think. Y for yes, in for no. Should New England trade for Aaron Donald? What say you? Let me know. Aaron Donald, one of, if not the greatest to ever play defense in the National Football League, has as good a resume as you're going to find anywhere. A Super Bowl champion, three-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2017, 2018, 2020. Last year he was injured for a bit, missed part of the season, but still nodded a Pro Bowl appearance, a 9-time Pro Bowler, I believe a 7-time first-team All-Pro. Aaron Donald is all that in a bag of chips, and you know, the stats don't properly reflect the impact of the game that Aaron Donald brings every time he steps on the football field. With the double teams that he takes on, you can see, even with all that, in 2021, he still had 12.5 sacks. In 2020, he still had 13.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles in each of those seasons. It doesn't tell the full picture just how good Aaron Donald is in the impact he brings in the football field. And if you want to see the difference of what Aaron Donald is when he's not out there, look at that Rams team last year when Aaron Donald didn't play. That defense was not a shade of itself at all. So it's no denying that Aaron Donald is incredible. Don't get me wrong. We're not putting this as an indictment of Aaron Donald by any means. More on Donald in a moment, but first, today's show is brought to you by BetUS, the exclusive sportsbook partner of Chat Sports. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, enter the promo code CHAT125, you will get a 125% deposit bonus. Put $100 down. You get $125 to spend for free at chatsports.com/bet. Early lines out for this weekend's game against the Jets. The Patriots are favored by 3. The over-under currently at 37. You want to bet on this game as well as other action across the National Football League? You can do so. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125 to get your bets in today. Donald is incredible. And to me, it's one of those situations where you think of it like a relationship, right? It's not you, it's me. And in the case of the New England Patriots, it's not that Aaron Donald isn't incredible and everything about that, but it's me. It's the Patriots. It just doesn't make sense where the Patriots at. This is what it would take more than likely to bring in Aaron Donald. You would have to give up a first-round pick and a second-round pick and probably a fourth-round pick as well just to make that happen. That's a lot for anybody, even Aaron freaking Donald. I don't know, too, when Aaron Donald's going to retire. He has had a Hall of Fame resume, first ballot Hall of Famer, 32 years old. And just even a couple of years ago, he was talking about retirement after they won the Super Bowl. So if I give up all that for Aaron Donald, am I getting him as a rental just for the rest of this year? Am I getting 2-3 more years out of him? And how much of a high level is he going to continue to play at? Not to mention, of all the issues, when we talk about this New England Patriots team right now, the wide receiver position and the offensive line are much bigger concerns for New England at the moment than adding a guy like Aaron Donald, if we're going to be frank with y'all. If you're going to make a move, you're going to be taking care of those things. You're not worried about the defensive line at the moment. You got other things to talk about. What is the biggest need for the Patriots, by the way? What do they need to fix at this point in time? Give me your thoughts. Chime in the comments section. Tell me what you think that biggest need for New England is at this point in time. So last week, there were reports that the Patriots were potentially interested in bringing in offensive lineman La'el Collins, who most recently was with the Cincinnati Bengals. But within the last 24 hours, the Athletics NFL insider Jeff Howe has weighed in on the possibility with a new update, saying it doesn't sound like anything is imminent or in the works at the moment. Now, obviously things could change, but at this very moment anyway, that doesn't look like it's on the Patriots' radar at this point in time. We'll examine it. We'll tell you more about La'el Collins and what potentially he could bring to New England and their struggling offensive line in a moment. But first, need you to subscribe to Patriots Today as we are on the road to 6,000 subscribers on the channel, just 309 away from reaching that next milestone. If La'el Collins or Aaron Donald somehow end up in New England, you know we're going to make a video and we're going to talk about it here on the channel. We're also bringing you daily news and rumors. We have our watch parties, Q&A mailbags, and more. If you love your New England Patriots, you need to hop on in, subscribe to the channel, the fastest growing new channel here at Chat Sports' Patriots Today. Come on in and stay a while. Subscribe now for free. You'll be glad you did. So let's start with the O-line issues, where things stand for New England right now. Trent Brown is currently sidelined with a concussion. We'll see what his status is, but he is out for now. Then there's Vidarian Lowe, who the Patriots acquired from the Minnesota Vikings. And I'll put it kindly, he struggled against the Miami Dolphins. He was not good. In fact, he was awful against the Miami Dolphins, if we're going to be frank. And then on the other side, there's Calvin Anderson at the right tackle spot. He was not good holding things down on the right side against Miami. He was a disaster. And then, on top of all of that, we then turn our attention to Tyrone Wheatley Jr., who the Patriots brought in recently from the Cleveland Browns. He's yet to even play. Hasn't even taken the football field yet. If you can't take the field with this Patriots O-line, when are you ever going to take the field? If Collins is healthy, and that's a big if, why not sign him at this point? What do you have to lose? Let's be real, folks. The Patriots O-line is a joke right now. This group is a disaster, and they need all the help they can get, all bodies involved, to try to fix this cause. Maybe Collins isn't healthy. Maybe he doesn't check out like they would have hoped. But if he is, it's a no-brainer. Previously played for the Bengals and Cowboys. Plenty of experience. 89 career games played. 86 starts. And as recently as last year, his run-blocking numbers were solid. According to PFF, had close to a 74 overall run block grade. Patriots looking for help, particularly when it comes to run blocking right now, of getting Ramondre Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott going. Bring in La'el Collins, folks. It makes a ton of sense. Now, here's a few things you need to know as far as Collins' situation goes. He's recovering from torn ligaments in his left knee from Week 16, ironically enough, against the Patriots last year. So that's where the injury lies from. He was released from the Bengals PUP list recently. They decided to go elsewhere and turn their attention to other options. He has spent the bulk of his career at right tackle, so he could hop into Calvin Anderson's spot right now, and I'm sure he would be a massive improvement if he is healthy. Has no experience when it comes to the left side, so if you're hoping for that to be what New England's looking for help on that side, probably not a great idea with the lack of experience on that side of the ball. And then there's one more note. One of your newest members of the New England Patriots, Ezekiel Elliott, former teammate of Collins, has made it known he would like the Patriots to sign Collins. So I'm sure he's been nudging Belichick and company saying, hey, I believe in this guy. We've played together. He can get the job done. So something to monitor there. Do the Patriots need to sign La'el Collins? If you think they need to, type S for sign. If you don't think they need to, type P for pass. Weigh in, comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Thanks for joining us here on this edition of Patriots Today. If you want to end the losing streak, stop the bleeding, can't lose to the New York Jets, go ahead and like today's video, and we'll see you next time here on Patriots Today.